Hello seniors, you are welcome to my channel Retirees Nigeria. In today's video we are going to take a look at possible businesses that you can engage in and that are suitable for you as a retiree. My name is Dr. Dorothy Essen. Okay, so here are the activities you can engage in to make money and also keep you occupied in retirement. The video actually for businesses that a retiree can engage in are in two segments, and because of time, so that the video is not too large, I broke it down into the technology oriented businesses and the technology oriented businesses. I'm starting this video with the non-technology oriented businesses, and in another video, and I urge you to check it out, we'll talk about the tech oriented businesses, and it's meant for those who are tech savvy, because for such businesses you need your computer and you need the internet. So we are starting with the non-tech oriented businesses. So let's go. Number one, if you love to teach, for example, if you are a retired teacher, you could open a prep center to prepare kids for external examinations like GCE and the WAEC, and you can combine this business with after-school classes to teach their school subjects, subjects like physics, mathematics, biology, and also help with their school assignments. Another one you can go into is setting up a cleaning business where you clean homes for people, you clean offices, and you can employ one or two young personnel. So you won't be the one doing that, but you give instructions, you supervise the work, you ensure that the work is done well because it's your business. So you can go into the cleaning job and let the word out that that is the business that you do. How about opening a small restaurant close to your home if you love to cook? Where you can cook takeaway meals in bulk for people, because there are people who do not have the time to cook food because they have to work or their business takes a lot of their time. So you cook their food in pots, different sizes, which they take home. And there are people who also love to eat some special dishes like erikaiko, like ogwebri, such rare food like banga soup. They could come to you to cook such special dishes for them, and they pay for the service that you have rendered. You could also go into logistics and delivery business, whichever is allowed in your area, whether it is motorcycle or tricycle, which is popularly called the keke napep. Any of them will do the job. So if bike is not allowed in your area, you could use a tricycle to do your logistics and the delivery business. And you could also combine this with a local transportation business. That's you operate a bicycle or tricycle business on a higher purchase basis. This is popularly called balance and carry in our environment. For this balance and carry business, I tell you, you need to learn the ropes here, because I was made to understand by someone who is in the business. He's doing well in it, but he said the challenges there are peculiar. So you need to do your own research on these challenges and see if it is something that you can handle before you veer into it. POS business is another business that is not stressful, that a retiree can go into, and you actually need just a small space to operate this business. So you could share a shop with an already existing business, or if you have a business that you're already operating, you could just combine it with the POS business. All you need is your POS machine and some money in your bank, of course. Number 7 on my list is a laundry and dry cleaning business, which we all know you need a washing machine. Though some people started their own with washing by hand, so you don't have to bother with light, but you need a washing machine. I mean, as a retiree, you shouldn't be doing such stressful business washing by hand. So you get a washing machine and then an iron, and then position yourself in a location where people who will require this service, are where they live. Another simple business a retiree can go into is the popcorn making business. where you sell popcorn to people in your area. Usually this business is good for offices, office locations, or um, schools, where there is population of people who will need to snack. So keep that in mind. Then you could also start a frozen food business where you sell frozen beef, frozen fish, frozen chicken, to people in that area. You could locate this business near a marketplace because people come to the market to buy food, so they want to buy, any of these items from your shop. How about starting a cooking gas sale business? You fill small gas cylinders from a bigger cylinder that you own. So people bring in their gas cylinders for you to fill in. And I was reliably informed that this business is lucrative. I know two people who are already into it and they are making a reasonable amount of money as profit. You could go into opening a chemist shop to sell over-the-counter drugs and even grow it into a pharmacy as you profit. And for a chemist business, you do not need to be a pharmacist or a nurse. You are just selling over-the-counter drugs like paracetamol and the rest. If you love babies, you love kids, you could open a crèche where parents drop off their children that are not of school age yet. So if you love kids, you may consider operating a crèche. And I know a few people who actually started operating their crèche from their homes. So they use their sitting room, the sitting room space as their business space. So think about it. If you love, you love kids. Ice block production business is another one that a retiree can go into. People buy ice blocks to cool their drinks during events like weddings and other celebration. So it is a good business to go into, but know that you need light for this kind of business to cool your water and turn it into block. How about selling of animal feeds to people who operate poultry, piggery, or fish farm, or any other farm? So you buy your feeds in bulk, like in bags, and then you can retail to people who keep such even at home. There are people who keep these animals at home and they don't buy in bulk, so they buy from retailers, and you could be one of them. You could also open a phone or laptop charging center. Phone and laptop charging center. You need to have a generator for this kind of business. You are to create charging points for in your space. Charging points where people can plug in their phone or their laptops and charge for a fee. So you have to have a generator to be able to operate this kind of business, to provide light for those who do not have it. You could go into a foodstuff retailing business as another business for a retiree. You could also go into event rental business. That's equipment that are used for events, musical equipment, chairs, tables, canopies. You rent out to people, and after the event, you clear up the place. And please remember that for this kind of business, you need to have a vehicle, like a pickup, because you need to deliver to the location where the event is holding. You could start a kindergarten school. This one is also good for retired school teachers. So 2 or more school teachers will come together and start a kindergarten school for children that are preschool. You can also consider setting up a skill acquisition center. A skill acquisition center for transferable skills like tailoring, electrical work, carpentry, metal works, refrigeration, hairdressing, and even makeup. Good business. How about opening a fitness club or a gym where clients pay membership fees on a monthly or quarterly basis? If you open a building material store in an area that is developing, where people will need to buy building materials like cement, roofing materials, carpentry materials, and even floor tiles, it will be a good business because you have your customers around. You could also uh, open a rental shop for building materials. People can rent cement mixer from you, wheelbarrow, shovel, headpan. And in fact, this business can be combined with the building material store. So you are selling building materials and you are also renting out building materials. In the same vein, if you find a piece of land in a developing area near you, you could rent it and start a block or brick molding factory. This is a good business for areas that are developing so that you are close to those who would patronize you. How about setting up an NGO? You can actually collaborate with other like-minded people, retirees like yourself, and set up an NGO for a cause that is dear to your heart. The areas you could consider is children, like orphan kids. You could also consider widows, healthcare for pregnant women, rape victims, widows skill acquisition, and so on. This has given fulfillment to many people as well as provide a source of income, as they do receive grants and support from individuals and from also local and national groups. A provision store near your house will also keep you busy and provide some source of income for you. And you can also grow it into a supermarket with time. So these are the businesses you can take up as a retiree that will not stress you too much. The continuation of this video, which is the part 2, is about technology-oriented businesses or jobs, and they require the use of computers, as I said earlier, and the internet. It is titled Tech-Oriented Jobs and Businesses for Retirees. I'll implore you to check it out for tips if you are tech savvy. Do share your thoughts with other retirees in the comment section on this video that I just dropped. If you are already engaged in a business that is suitable for you, let us know your experiences. 1 or 2 persons could find your experience useful. I hope to see you in my other videos where I also talk about other interesting topics that are retirees related as usual. Do click on the like button if you find my content interesting, and remember to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you do not miss out on any video that is dropped hereafter. I hope to see you next time. Life is good. Enjoy.